Hello everyone. So I was actually just filming a video and I was like, you know what, I kind of feel like still filming. So I'm going to film my next one. And that is talking about subservices and if they are worth it. And I will give you a spoiler. The answer is, I don't know. Is it for you? I know that's kind of like a cop-out answer, but I just want to tell you right now that that's going to be my answer. I am going to try to give you some hard numbers, as hard as I can, because I thought of this idea in the last year, and there's only so much data I have easily available to me. So I'm specifically going to talk about two sub-services that I have used. If I talked about book box services, the answer would probably be no, because I've barely read any books in my sub-service in my book boxes. But I'm going to talk about like online services. So I have two that I primarily have used. That is Kindle Unlimited and Audible. So Kindle Unlimited, I have had off and on, but I have consistently had it for the last about 27 months, where I started on like a $1.99 for 3 months membership, and I have consistently kept it. And so that is what I am counting this as. I had it previously and canceled and everything. Based on my reading trackers, which I think this is more accurate than the other service, I have read 47 books that were available in Kindle Unlimited, which means at $9.99 a month, which is just what we're going to say it was, each book averaged out to be about $5.74, which I guess technically is more than most ebooks would be, especially the ebooks I'm reading. I read a lot of indie published, self-published romances. So a lot of them are going to be like your $1.99 to like $4.99 probably at like the highest. But I also don't think I made like the best use of my Kindle Unlimited all the time. But having it and knowing that I could use it was a relief. And I found authors like Sophie Lark through Kindle Unlimited and like reading her books. And I honestly don't think I would have tried her books without Kindle Unlimited. And I do like that. Oh, also, I only read one of her books, but Jennifer Hartman is another one I read. And I think there's kind of like a safety in KU where you're not like just throwing money out there, you know? So for me, that is worth it. So I do plan on continuing with my KU membership for the foreseeable future. And I have been taking an actual lunch at work. I mean, if like HR is ever watching this, I have totally taken a 30-minute uninterrupted lunch the whole 5 years that I have been employed at this company. And that my timesheet is never a lie. All self-imposed. But in 2023, I told my manager, I said, new year, new me. And I, almost every day, I have on occasion not done it, but almost every day I get up from my desk and I go to our conference room, because we don't really have like a cafeteria or a lunchroom or anything like that. And I sit there for 30 minutes and I have mainly read. So I actually bring my Kindle into work, and that is when I read my ebooks. And so some of them are ebooks that I own or I got them through NetGalley, but I am planning on doing a lot of my KU reading then. And so I can finish like 1 to 2 books a week, depending on how long they are. So I think I may even increase my KU reading. I don't know. So Kindle Unlimited for me was worth it. The next one is Audible. So also an Amazon product. This one, when I looked this up, when I started my Audible membership, I thought it was a lie. I have had Audible for 79 months. Now, this is because I was an Audible Escape member. And so with Audible Escape, I believe I did not get credits. I might have, but I think I didn't. I think I just did Audible Escape. So I just got the Escape books. So it was kind of like Kindle Unlimited, where it was just like you had this huge catalog of things that you could listen to and just take out. It was awesome. It was amazing. I did videos on it. Sadly, they got rid of it. And so I transitioned into like the Audible premium membership, where for $14.99 a month, I get 1 credit. So I think Audible Escape was actually like $8 a month or something, like $7.99. So the numbers here are definitely a little off, but it was the best I could do. So I just did $14.99 because I felt like that was, I don't know, the safer thing. So $14.99 over 79 months. The number of books I have read from Audible. I have a number. I do not believe it's accurate because I only really started tracking my reading and the sources in like 2018. And this membership goes back to like 2016. So I'm missing things, but still I have 101 books. Now I have also bought books from Audible, but I don't put those in my Audible option on my spreadsheet. Those go under bought. Audible is just stuff that like I get through Audible or like I don't know. The whole thing is probably a mess at this point, but whatever. I have 101 books written down. And by bought books, I mean not used credits, but used like cash monies. Oh, I have like a $5 credit on Audible. I think I need to use by the end of the month. Anyways, so with that math, that means that each book was $11.72 each, which is probably less than that. Maybe that's accurate because of the cash I've spent too. I don't know. It's a mess. That's actually a pretty good deal, I feel like, for audiobooks. Now, a lot of the audiobooks I buy with cash, I buy when they're on like an extreme discount. Like when Audible does sales and everything for their members, and you can get stuff for like $5, or when it's read and listen. So I already have the ebook, and then you can buy the audiobook for like $1.99. I have several of those. So yes, but $11.72 for an audiobook is a pretty good deal. And honestly, again, for me personally, I think this has been worth it. Again, especially with Audible Escape, it felt like a very safe way to explore new books and new authors. I originally listened to Ice Planet Barbarians and Ruby Dixon through Audible Escape. That was amazing. I don't think I would have ever picked, well, they are available through my library. I can get them through Hoopla. And so maybe I would have eventually listened to them, but I don't know. And I feel like opening myself up to something like that has broadened my horizons, has made me more interested in different books. Honestly, I love The Orc from the Office by Kate Pryor, and I only would have read that. I only read that because Ruby Dixon mentioned it on her Facebook page, and I follow Ruby Dixon's Facebook page because I like her books because I read them on Audible Escape. So really full circle. So, yes. And also I think it is a huge part of why I grew to like audiobooks more. I used to only listen to audiobooks for nonfiction, and then I started doing rereads, and now I read about half of my books every year on audio, and whether they are audio I buy or audio I get from the library. I did for a while have a Scribd membership. I do not have that anymore. I just found that a lot of the books I wanted from Scribd I could get through Hoopla, through my local library. So it was like an unnecessary subscription. I could have done those numbers for you too, I'm sure, but that felt like more work, so I didn't want to do that.
Okay, so I am just finishing up editing. Hi. That's Vinny. I'm not talking to anybody. You're fine. You don't need to be jealous. Yeah, okay. We're gonna be jealous anyways. That's okay. So I'm just finishing up editing this. I ended up cutting out about like at least 5 minutes of content, where I went off on a little tangent talking about some drama that has been happening with Audible and a little bit of stuff from KU lately. And I just decided that wasn't really something that should be in this video, but it feels a little disjointed. So I'm inputting this part to explain the disjointedness. So
yeah, so those are my thoughts on 2 of the subscription services that I have used for several years now. If you have used things like Audible, Kindle Unlimited, Scribd, Libro FM, book boxes even, let me know if you think that they were worth it. Have you ever like sat down and done the numbers, or do you just like think about it in your head? Are you like me where you think that there's like a lower risk to entry with something like Kindle Unlimited, and maybe you give a book a shot that you wouldn't have given a chance if you had to actually put out like the cash money? Or am I just weird? Well, I mean, I am weird, but about this one particular thing. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.